Hello and welcome to the 109th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. This is attempt number 2 because I was recording it and I made it about 5 minutes in and then it just shut off and I don't know why and it didn't save anything. So if it feels like I'm going to be rushing through this, I'm sorry. It's one of those things that I find to be annoying. So this week I've got one finished object. I've got one work in progress to actually show and one new cast on. And if you like socks, it's all about the socks. So last week I had mentioned that there was a knit along going on for the 1 week sock knitting. Julianne Knitter and hosted this knit along, and Denise from Earth Tones Girl podcast mentioned on there, and that's how I found out about it. And I decided, since I did it before and I enjoyed it, I'm gonna do it again, and I did. So I got myself a new pair of socks. The yarn, that's what I didn't mention a lot of times, so sometimes there's a good reason. This yarn is from Lizzie Ann Yarns, right here if you want to see the label. And the color, and it's on her 80/20 twist sock set, and the colorway is called Jane Austen Club number 1 and Elliot. So this is it. Last time you had seen, I was just past the heel on the first sock. So I finished the heel, put that away, and I did the entire second sock. I just managed to make it in on time. I had maybe a few minutes to spare before it hit midnight on for Sunday morning. So I'm very happy with the progress that I made on these. I made them exactly the same as I did with the last time I did the 1 week sock knitting right here. So it's very simple. So for this one, 20 round cast on 64 stitches on a size 0 needle. I did 20 rounds of cuff, which was basically, I think it was 8 rows main color, contrast color for 2, main color for 2, contrast color for 2, and then for the remaining stitches was done in main color, contrast color, there we go. And then I just basically knit 60 rounds. I used light bulb stitch markers that a lot of people have recommended for that. I used my light bulb stitch markers to make sure I had 60 rows for the leg, and then I thought my foot and my leg were always the same length. Apparently not. So my foot's a little bit longer than that. It's okay. Now I know for sure what works well for my foot. So all done. I did the now for for summer sock camp, that's what it is. Summer sock camp started last week Tuesday. Yes, last week Tuesday. So for that, first sock I casted on for that was the Stitch Surfer socks. It's a pattern that I had done a long time ago, but I never finished. No, did finish. Didn't like the way that it fit because I didn't do the cast off properly. So I decided I was going to give myself another opportunity to try it again, and I am. So the yarn that I'm using for this is Mondi Mertosaria. Right. Ooh, we're looking upper skirt. Let's try this way. Right there in the colorway 101. This is the same orange yarn that I used for my Love Note sweater. So I got this plus another one inside there. Like, I seriously overpurchased my yarn for that. And afterwards, the other yarn that I'm using to go with it is this one that I dyed myself. It's called I'm Gonna Call You Skirt. And hold on. And here is what I have so far. So it's coming along nicely. I'm at the point where it's time for me to put in my heel. I'm still debating between the Fish Lips Kiss and the Shadow Heel Wrap. One of the two, but I will probably put one of those on there. Because I know the Fish Lips Kiss can work either toe up or cuff down, and I believe the Shadow Wrap can do the same since it's a short row heel. So I'm going to try doing that and see how well that works. So that's project number 1 for works in progress. And the only other thing that I worked on is my second pair of socks for summer sock camp. I've been looking forward to doing these socks pretty much since the day that I got this yarn. So the yarn that I got, this one, let me just take out the tag for it. I think it was on Instagram. Leading Men Fiber Arts put up a listing for this mini skein set, and I looked at it, I'm like, this is absolutely gorgeous. I ordered it from them, got it sent to my house, kept staring at it, and the first time I took it out of the package was like last year December for Advent, and I used it in my blanket, and I'm just like, yeah, I still gotta make socks out of them. Never got around to it. So here is the tag that came with it, and the colorway that I got is called Floral Spell. So what I'm using for the main color is another Mondim Retrosaria. I have quite a bit of this one. This one has not been used in anything that I've done so far. It's colorway 113, and this beautiful aqua color, like a deep ocean blue type of thing, aqua. I don't know, that's what it looks like to me. And here are my mini skeins just sitting in the basket. If you can see them, they look so pretty and artistic. I love it. So here's what I have so far. Right here. So I started on my last color before I was gonna continue with the rest. So basically what I did, I changed this a little bit from what I was planning originally to do, because usually I do 20 rounds for my cuff. This time I only did 15, well technically 14, and then I knit one round plain, just so you didn't see that little bit of a jog when you switch colors for that. However, what I had originally intended to do, original plan, was to do 20 rounds of cuff and then 15 rounds for each color. And then as I did it, I'm there like, that seems a bit long. So I said, okay, then I'm just going to do 15 rounds of cuff and then 15 for each one. And then as I made it to about row 8, row 9, I'm there like, these actually look pretty long. Like for what I had in my mind, I'm like, no, you know what? We're going to do 10 rounds of each color. It may not look like it, but there is a color difference between this one and this one. But yeah, so I decided to change it to 10. And afterwards, to make up for the rest of it, I'll just do the rest of the leg in this color and then do the foot in this color as well. So I'm already planning another mini skein stripy sock. I may just reuse these again because each color took me about 2 grams of yarn. I weighed it out because I'm like, I hope I have enough. Yeah, 2 grams of yarn. I'm pretty certain I can manage just fine to do another pair of socks in like a color striping thing just like that. I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to do that, but I'm probably going to try and do that for summer sock camp as well. So I'm really liking this. I think it looks so pretty. I'm going to try and work on them a bit today. I'm going to decide one of my summer sock camp socks will be worked on today, and then the rest of the time will be spent on my sweater because I need to get those sleeves done. Yeah, I confess I did not touch that at all since last week when I mentioned it. I spend all of my time working on my socks for different knit-alongs and that kind of stuff. So now that I have the urgency of the, hold on, think. Now that I have the urgency of the 1 week sock knitting done, I can go at a little bit more of a relaxed pace and put some time in for my sweater. I'm still looking forward to working on it and to wearing it and all that kind of stuff. I didn't touch my Dreaming of Paris socks at all either. Cable City, for that one, I got my testers. They are working on it right now. I've seen some pictures. Oh my gosh, they look good. So I'm excited to see that. And that was pretty much all that I really worked on. Just those 3 pairs of socks. And it's going well. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Wow. Okay. This is even shorter than usual. I got my next couple of projects, my self-striping yarn, plain vanilla ones, are sitting over there waiting to be cast on. And we're not going to do those. I'm not going to start this until I finish off another pair of socks. That is the plan. I don't want to cast on too many because I already have 2 pairs of socks going on for this knit along right now. Plus I have 2 other socks that I finished one of that I need to finish so that they have a pair. Right? I don't need that many. Plus I also got this idea of a pair of socks that's running around in my head that I've only thought about in my mind, but I haven't actually tried it out, or I've sketched out the pattern for it, but that's pretty much it. I haven't actually tried doing it. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to work on, and my mind is just all over the place. So I need to concentrate on those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be said. No, honestly, I am sure that that is everything. That feels very short. Well, that's everything. I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you again next week because I've been doing pretty good at keeping up on the weeks. And have a good day. Bye.